Hello, my name is General Antares, and this is my America campaign. We're going to call it Freedom for Everyone, because we're going to impose freedom on everybody. We're going to eventually go fascist and form our own faction, and then either conquer everybody or bring them into our faction. And so, to start with, I've taken WPA to get political power, so I'm going to get a silent workhorse so we can, generate some political power. Because obviously in the beginning we don't really generate any because of our wondrous Great Depression. And for technology, I'm doing motorized and just pretty standard stuff. Give more research speed. One of the things I'm going to do is get down to mechanical computing, and then we have a focus. Where is it? Committee on Technocracy that gives us research bonuses to electronics and support, and then I'm going to just beeline straight down to the bottom of that immediately to get tons of research. So at the start, I've already done some setup here because there's so many freaking navies. I didn't want to put y'all through me micromanaging every single one, but basically I tend to do a bunch of smaller ones. I don't know if that's really actually better, but I don't know. I like it. And I've got my army down here. I'm going to send them to guard Mexico, and we'll eventually invade them. And then I have a couple guys going to Wake, because Japan always seems to like invading Wake. And so let's go ahead and get started. And it was the production sort of diversified a lot with a bunch of different planes and stuff. Oh hey, I have finished some ships. So that means I usually like to finish off these first. Production orders before I start filling up my navies with my own composition. Obviously we have low manpower, so we can't really do much recruiting. Beginning of the US campaign is a little slow. One thing that I'm trying out that I thought was interesting was that I did this like 1 out of 100 thing, so presumably it will reinforce itself over time. I think that's how it works. It looks like it's working because that's 4 instead of 1 now. That's cool. Alright. Let's go ahead and queue up some light cruisers. Let's pause. And there's my co-commentator, Phineas. Oh, hey, and it finished the other ones as well. Alright. So, let's take a look at our fleets here. I'm going to fill out my support fleets first. I'm going to say we definitely need 4 CVs because that's the max air capacity, I believe, is 4 carriers. And then we'll do like 10 light cruisers and 20 destroyers, I'm thinking, for our sports fleets. We'll go ahead and fill out those first. Oh, that's not the right thing. Okay. So we want, let's see, let's go back and look at that again. Need 5 CLs for that one. And then put that to 5, and let's see, 6 for that one. Technically, I don't need this to be not doing anything in the background. Well, I guess I need it to. Second, or that was the second support fleet, because the first support fleet doesn't have much of anything in it right now, I believe. Right? Nope, I'm wrong. Third one's the one that doesn't have much. Alright, and then I think we'll just have it do that to begin with. Oh, yeah. As we get more dockyards and more naval tech. I'm mainly starting with the light cruisers because I have the level 2 versions, and the rest of it I think it's pretty much only level 1s. Let's look. Let's see what we have. Okay. Oh, and we have carriers too. Carriers and submarines. So we'll probably work on those next as we bring more naval units. Oh, so for my constructions, I'm starting out by building a bunch of air bases on Guam and Wake. So I can put a bunch of like naval bombers in there and you know, basically attrition the Japanese Navy down. And then we just sort of alternate military and naval dockyards. I don't typically build any civilian factories as the U.S. because you have, like, at the beginning you don't have that many, but when you get rid of the Great Depression and do like war economy and stuff, you have like almost more than you even know what to do with. So I don't typically build civilian factories as the U.S. Just initially I'm playing at speed 5. I know a lot of people, I've watched a lot of streamers tend to just like play like they're in multiplayer basically, where they switch between like 4 and 3 and 2. I may start doing that, I don't know. Let's see, I need to combine that. Oh, I don't want you to be called the Caribbean Fleet. I want you to be the 3rd Raider Fleet. So as I understand it, the best composition for submarine fleets is 30 submarines and 10 destroyers, and basically the destroyers spot for the submarines. I'm a little unclear on the mechanics, but it seems to work out when I've used it. This would probably... yeah, getting close. They'll reclaim the Rhine. Oh yeah, we're playing without historical AI focuses, so they'll do crazy stuff, probably. Hopefully. Yeah. No, he started with the Rags Autobahn. That's interesting. Alright. Let's get our silent workhorse. That's not that, that's that. And then I think we're gonna do Reaffirm Monroe Doctrine. Just sort of start into this. So what I'm gonna do for the Monroe Doctrine is, since we're eventually going fascist, we don't want to do, I mean, it's really nice to get the political power, but we don't want to do too much of it, otherwise they're gonna end up drifting towards the Allies, and that's bad. I guess it's not that bad, but it would be better if they drifted towards, you know, us. And so what I'll do is, because I intend to invade everybody fairly quickly, for as far as Mexico and Cuba, Haiti, and the Dominican Republic, is I'll start with them because they won't have long enough to really switch before I take them out. At least that's the theory. And then we'll get an extra 300 political power to mess around with, so we can get some technology bonuses and theorists and stuff. Anyway, let's see what the rest of them are doing. You are doing home defense, which is... I think that's the one that goes into... yeah, he goes down here to get rid of his the Warda and the Wars thing that increases his manpower. France is doing bomber focus. You're doing West Wall before you take the Rhineland back? That's it's an interesting move, AI. Alright, so we're going to do mechanical computing. Alright, Soviets are doing the purge, of course. What is that? Did I forget to take a mod off? No? I don't know what the hell that is. There's a border conflict in the state. I don't know what the heck that means. Is that something they added in the patch? He's doing naval primacy. So I know I had a mod installed for China that did this kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe that's just something I never noticed before. Cool. Yep, not much going on right now. That will change. Actually, not necessarily, because he's going for one wall instead of the Rhineland. You silly, silly person. Oh yeah, what's Poland doing? Is Poland going to do their own faction thing? Expansion of new towns. I haven't actually looked at this much. Alright. Let's do concentrated industry. So, I don't know. Originally, I thought that I mean, obviously the US you want to do concentrated because you're never going to get bombed, or at least probably not. But my understanding was that at the beginning, and I've heard stuff the contrary lately. Well, let me go ahead and do this first before I get into talking about that. We'll do neighbors, like we talked about earlier. All right. So, my understanding with that's the wrong thing. This is that the advantage for disperse is you get this efficiency retention and base. And so unless you were like the US and you know you have a ton of factories and you've got a line doing that and you're not adding factories to a line very much, then you can do concentrated. But if you were doing anybody else, it made more sense to switch to dispersed. But I've heard that that's not true. I don't know what you guys think. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on that. Obviously, we're having our Spanish Civil War as usual. Can't really do anything with that because we got stupid undisturbed isolation, which makes it to where I can't really send volunteers. Or maybe I can send equipment. Let's see if we can send equipment. No, because it needs world tension 100%, which is obviously it's a little early for that. Usually the nationalists win. I know in multiplayer that's not the case because Soviets can tell like 15 tank divisions or some silliness like that, but single player that's usually how it goes. Alright. Let's see. It's not 37 yet. It's a little early. I don't want to do excavation. We've got better stuff to do. Might do some doctrine or tanks. Let's see. It's good to get these done because once we take the technocracy focus, it also it annoyingly does support as well, and so I don't want to accidentally waste it on that. So we will go ahead and do field hospital and logistics. Get those out of the way. Oh yeah, I need to look at what everybody's focus did since I just finished one. They're doing defensive, limited rearmament, industrial effort. Let's see, I'm going the wrong way if I want to look at people. Still purging. That's a long one. Let's see here. Got another factory to put in. Also, I've also heard that it's better to do tactical bombers or close air support, not both. Obviously the US we could do both anyway because we've got so much stuff. But I'm going tactical because I also want to do strategic bombing because I want to try out nukes. I've never actually used nukes before. Did I put transport planes? Yes. Eventually we'll use paratroopers. Oh yeah. We just got motorized, so we should do that. And then also that means we should get rid of our one cavalry division because why would I want cavalry? All right, there we go. Oh yeah, and the other thing is I'm going to switch over all those garrison divisions to regular infantry divisions, but I'm not going to do that until I get some more manpower because obviously my manpower is rather low at the moment. Anyway, let's see. Japan. I've not looked at Japan. Oh yeah, I haven't looked at Italy. I need to do that too. You are doing naval innovations. And Italy. Italy is doing, well, obviously they just finished one. Alright. So, what do we want to modify this time? I can do War Industrialist, which would be good. Or I could save up and get, I think I will to get the military experience so we can start switching our division types around. So I'm going to save for that. Oh, that's not what I want. That's what I want. Alright, and so we will go ahead and do Caribbean Sphere to get some more. So you're doing industrial effort 2, you're going for your research slot. You're doing Maginot Line stuff. Your service overseas is, yeah, it's this stuff. Hopefully they'll like industrialize Canada so we can steal more of their stuff when we take it. Alright, Soviets, yes, NKVD primacy. Alright, you be you, I've never really liked that one. And then we've got Army Innovation. Okay. So, yeah, we should probably just put a bunch of infantry equipment. Oh yeah, I was going to look at Italy. Air innovations. Everyone's doing boring stuff. Come on, guys. Gotta do interesting stuff. Oh, there's pockets there. Alrighty. Another one of that. It's funny, I was talking with my friends about this, but the the Spanish Civil War, usually this is done like by the end of 36, beginning of 37. In real life, I think it went on till not that long before World War II proper started. Oh, there's Ethiopia done. So it's funny that it does that. Still got 40 left. Yeah, I'll probably end up getting it when this is done. How are our, let's see how our light cruiser production is going. Very good. Alright, let's get Imperial Firepower. And then we'll, I don't know why I just closed that window. Oh well. That's technically, I could do technocracy now. Since I am researching the current thing, and then we'll just go right into it. Yeah, let's do that. You take a lot of head penalties, but then you get the half. And I just feel like especially with how many research slots the US gets, getting the research 5% as early as possible, like each of them is 5%. Once you get delayed, this is 3, and then it's what? Another 3, and then the others are 5. So getting the 10% is really good. And combined with the fact that you're free trade, or export focus, or is it, I'll look in just a second once I do this. It is free trade. Yeah, you get this 10% research time, so you research things really, really fast. Which is good. I like having a lot of research because I like doing crazy things with this. So I am always tempted to take this guy to get the industrial research time, especially since we're not, like, I've heard there's like good events for FDR because I've never actually played a US game where I stayed Democrat. I heard there's some good events for FDR later, And so but I always switch off him. And I'm always tempted to take this guy, but the only problem is he gets this ideology drift defense thing, and I'm a little worried that if I take it, it's going to take too long to switch over to fascism. Um, The thing is, I could stay Democrat for a while, because if I get in a war with Japan, we can just deal with that first before we start, taking out other people with war goals, with what do you call it, fabricated war goals. So I think I'm gonna try that this time. Let's experiment. All right, and then we're waiting on our focus for that. So why don't we? Should probably do this. Oh yeah, so I definitely need Marines. You get focus later for Marines 2 and Marines 1, so we don't want to advance too far along that, but that's not really a worry right now. I always like to research the stuff that gives you new things. So you can start building them quickly. So I think we'll do Destroyer 2. Yeah. So since I took that guy, I think I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take the fascist guy early. So that when I get 150 next, I'm gonna go ahead and take that. Keep pumping our infantry equipment. I don't typically like to set it in advance because I like to micromanage my industry. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe they'll last a little longer this time. Let's see what everybody's doing again. Yep, still Maginot. That's his research time thing. Ah, finally going for the Rhineland. Oh yeah, and you are doing the 5-year plan, of course. You are doing Army Organization. Lame. Well, not so much you doing Rhineland. That's more interesting. Firing. All right. So, done all we want to do with that for now. I think we'll go ahead and we'll speed up fire production. That's good. Alrighty. Motorized. Oh, get some more research. Ah, yes. Now we begin our march to massive research. So, and then I'm gonna go ahead and search the next thing. Fighters. So, what are you doing next? Anti-Comintern. Alright. Air Doctrine. Oh, he's kind of mad at Italy. Poland first. I think that's forming his faction. Armament. Airbase. Too peaceful, you guys. Except for you, you're doing well. You need to, the nationalists need to win. It's, there's been several times when I've been playing as the US and like the Republicans will win and that doesn't cause much tension and Japan will get its butt kicked by China and so there's no world tension from that. I'll just be sort of stuck in limbo. Hopefully that doesn't happen this time. So close. Watch, that 50% drift defense will pick the fascist supporter guy and he'll be like, you're getting 0.00001 per month. Or per day. I don't think that's likely to happen. It's like 75% because we get 20. So yeah, 30, minus 30, or minus 7%, so we only get 30% of what we normally get. I think normally you get is 0.03, so it'll end up being... oh no, never mind. It'll be 0.03. Right, younger generation will take up the torch. It's going by one. It's just... That's convoys. Alright, I'm gonna cut here.